Oh yeah, I'm nervous. It feels like jumping off a cliff. I need a lot of prayers, and I know I can't do it on my own.
I imagine, it's like the guy who just can't wait to sort of profess, make known, go public with his love for his future wife, and allowing that to be a moment where I say yes definitively to the Lord, and I make it public before God's people. I love the Lord, this is His call, and I embrace it. I remember one day I was in prayer before the Blessed Sacrament. The Lord spoke in sort of a subtle way. It was, Matt, what about the priesthood? I know these are your plans, but what about the priesthood? And that question lingered. I just knew, if I don't go to the seminary, I'll always wonder, should I become a priest? And it's kind of a scary thought, just this idea that, wow, I'll always wonder. I gotta listen, I gotta go see.
I never thought I could be a priest. I never thought that I would be able to be holy enough. I don't have the Bible memorized. From very early on, since I was 9 years old, I wanted to be a heart doctor. I thought the heart was fascinating, and I wanted to work with the heart and help people in that way. People say, oh, don't worry, you're still going to be a doctor of the heart, but just in a different way, in a spiritual way.
I was just imagining, what if my name was being called and there was just total silence. There was no answer. And so that felt like a void that needed to be filled. God wants to fill that void that's in my heart. If my name was called, He wants me to be present.
Let those to be ordained priests come forward. Deacon Danilo Delfin Manzano Ginto, Deacon Egrin Gomez, Deacon Pedro Salcedo Jr., Deacon Gilbert Arthur Guzman, Deacon William Ian Vincent Hagan, Deacon Spencer Leverens, Deacon John Terrence O'Brien, Deacon Thomas Ernest Roydy, Deacon William Matthew Wheeler.
This is not just another profession, as you know. You continue the ancient and divine ministry that Isaiah prophesied, bringing good news and healing, leading people in the ways of freedom and happiness. And it is not possible to carry out your ministry without the help of God's grace. So you need to rely on Jesus totally. Let Him be the good shepherd to you and grow in friendship with Him. Love Him and learn from Him. Be humble and gentle and patient. In everything you do, show the love and mercy of God to your people.
When I first went to an ordination and I saw them prostrate on the floor during the Litany of Saints, to me that symbolically spoke the loudest as far as we are laying our lives down for you.
I don't have any big ambitions or big projects as a priest. I just want to be faithful to my prayer life, because if I can be faithful to my prayer life as a priest, I am absolutely convinced that everything else is going to fall in its proper place.
I am looking forward to when I'm right there in front of the bishop, having the oils poured on my hand. This is the big moment.
I'm most excited to do confessions. Confession really summarizes the salvific work of Jesus Christ. If you were to say Jesus as an artist, that's when I think His artwork is most made manifest.
I'm a trained chef. I'm really excited about celebrating Mass. I can't even imagine it, that these hands, that this man, to be able to feed people in that manner, the body and blood of Christ. Yeah, I'm a chef, but I'll never be able to feed people in the way that a priest will be able to feed people. The biggest influences in my life are my parents. They always set a great example for me, being faithful Catholics, loving parents, supportive parents.
My parents have a very strong relationship, and the love that they show to each other is something that's always been inspiring. It showed me what the love of Christ was.
I never thought in my life of being a priest. It was really just kind of like turning my life over to God little by little. Seeing myself in clerics with this collar on, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got a collar on.
We're very few, rectories aren't bursting at the seams. Many men are not hearing the call to be priests today. Yet, some of us are here.
So my dear brothers and sisters, let us continue to pray for our new priest. Let us thank God today and pray that many more young men will be following in their footsteps.